Hey guys, welcome to SimUK and SimAirport. Things are looking a lot better, I think, but it's important that we plan what we're going to do in terms of certainly baggage. I think this could be moved from here over to here, which will dramatically reduce this loop and hopefully speed things up. But it is going to be a bit complicated over here. This is definitely messier than this side. This side just seems to be more streamlined, and I think that's what needs to happen here. This needs to become more streamlined as well. This might be put in the wrong way. I may need to turn that around. But yeah, definitely as it is, it's not going to work. 3 carousels seems to be fine, so I can stick with that. And it's just a case of figuring out how I'm going to do this, I guess. So, I mean, we've got this massive hangar here and a massive hangar here, but in reality, we only need the one to service these 4 gates. In fact, do I even need 2 of these? I don't. Oh, I do, yeah, because they'll only do 3, won't they? Okay, so a bit of thinking, a bit of planning required. We're going to implement this same kind of system on this side. So that is how we're looking to do it, which means this piece here, that is definitely going to have to come out. This is in the wrong place. That's going to have to move. Yeah. It is tricky, isn't it? Planning all this stuff. Okay. I think this definitely has to go. Because with that there, we cannot build the new ticketing area. So it needs to go. Which is obviously going to break stuff, but that was expected. That needs to go. Which is good because we can tidy this up. This is a bit of a mess. Yep, dismantle. Okay. Let's go for that. It's 10:46, so we've got a few hours to get this done and working again. Hopefully. Am I being a bit of a cheapskate on workmen? Let's get another 5 in. Because the last thing we want is to still be doing this when passengers arrive in the morning. So we got basically 2 hours, which is not going to be enough time to get this working. I know it's not going to be enough time. Just demolish that and take out that whole section there. Packaging is now officially busted. Right, let's pause that and let's get this fixed. So we're going to get rid of these. These are the pre-existing ticketing booths. And now we should, theoretically, be able to build our new hubs. Now, how did I do it there? Did I do it right up to the edge? How have I done it there? It's right up to the wall, isn't it? Okay, let's follow that design then, because that seemed to work. These carousels can be repositioned. That's no big deal. Ticketing desks. So they can just go there. Nope. Okay, that seems to work, even though the carousels are there. So that's okay. That's good. That works in our favour. So now we need a hub here, which will be in kind of that position. Trying to mimic what we did in the first one. Like that, like that, and like that. Okay. Let's speed that up and hope that happens nice and quickly. Here come the passengers already at 1:50 in the morning. Let's make sure we turn this whole area into ticketing. There is a bit of congestion up here. I can see that. Hopefully when I've got ticketing things down here as well, that will alleviate that situation. Considering it's only half built, I think it's working pretty well. How are we doing underneath? Nearly there. Nearly there. Damn it, they're off having a tea break. Right, yeah. I do need to re-add these. That should be that working. Okay, good. Now. What colour comes out? It's pink out, isn't it? So I'm thinking something like that should work pretty well for us. Something like that. And then we need a big hub here. Like so. Like so. Oof, wow. I've got to say, that seems to be working really well. Even that, without converting the security area at all, seems to have been a huge, huge improvement. How are we doing in terms of status? Departure 6 a.m. Left early, 3 minutes late, 5 minutes late, 15 minutes late, bang on time, early. That's not bad. And obviously, once we've got this figured out, we can rearrange the schedule so that everybody's running on time. That's gone up. Airline interest. Not by much, but it has gone up. How are we doing here? Excuse me. How are we doing here? Are we running? We're not up and running yet. We're getting there. So they'll do 2 gates each. Excuse me, still getting rid of this chest infection. Been a long time. Excellent. What is this down here? That's weird. One random bit. Right. So that should be running. So all I need to do now is put the carousels back in here. Connect those up. And that is a successful movement of ticketing from one area to the next. That is definitely chocker up there, isn't it? Let's try and get the second row in. God damn. Still got this weird issue here, look. FPS is taking a bit of the thwack, but yeah, working pretty well. Excellent. Let's see how well that works. If at all. Definitely a second road required down here, I think. We'll figure that out at some point. Now there's a bit of congestion still up here. I'm not really digging that blancmange a great deal, so I'm going to just rebuild that. So, it gets chocker up here, and nobody's using this area down here, which is a bit frustrating, I have to say. And they don't seem to be using these ticketing areas or these very effectively, which is, again, quite frustrating. But they didn't break anything yet. So that's good. That is good. Well, I've got to say, I like that more than the blancmange, but I still don't like it a great deal. Huh. I'm just looking at security and thinking, what can I do here, kind of thing. Let's clear all this stuff. Don't take the wall down because that will break a lot of things. I quite like how ticketing expands up to here as well. Although I don't think anyone's using that, which is a bit of a shock, bit of a shame. Oh wow, this is just mental. Let me just have a look at the reports and see how much money that's making. Retail. Food income. $43,000 pounds a day. 45,000. That's got to be just this cafeteria. 45,000 a day. Is it worth? I don't know if we need more staff, more cash desks. I mean, hardly anyone's sitting down. But is that because they're not being served quick enough? I don't know. $150 food workers. I think we need a few more janitors as well. Just to keep things clean and tidy. Okay, so, yeah, I mean, it seems to be working. Are you making any money? $50 an hour. That's not a lot. Nothing. 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 50. 60. Nothing. Well, putting the cafe in the middle here has really dropped the amount of revenue these were taking, because these were taking quite a bit of cash. But now it seems like everyone's going to the cafe and nobody's interested in these. The number of people seems to have thinned out since I increased the workforce. So that's quite good. But nobody's sitting down still. We need to get some seating in up here. Let's get this done. Whoa. No. Wow. Will you just flipping go where I tell you? Oh, Jesus. I think we're there. Okay, I think we're there. Just kind of finishes off that area a bit, doesn't it? Okay, well, good, I think. I mean, the cafe's just unbelievably busy. But looks like baggage is working, which is good. We've still got a gate here that we haven't actually assigned anything to, so when we look at rescheduling, obviously that's where we're gonna try and boost our effectiveness, as if you will. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the way things are going. It seems to be flowing very smoothly. This new ticketing area seems to work well. I'm liking that. Let's get rid of these queues. Right, now I'm thinking just having ID desks right across here, thus hugely expanding security. So that's the next move. But I don't want to go too far, because I want to force them through a kind of a funnel so that they have to. So maybe I'll leave this wall here and just leave a big gap open so they have to come through baggage and what have you. Is that it for the day? Oh, wow. So let's take a look at what we got here. We got ticketing, which is currently split into 3 areas. I know why I put these here, but I think I might remove them. Because we just want the really quick, smooth flow of people through there. Some plants might be a good idea. Let's get that moving on. Plant. Okay, I think that'll work quite well. In terms of, oh yeah, I suppose we could do something here as well, couldn't we? Enough space there? Perfect. Make sure people have got information available to them. And again there, that seems to make sense. Maybe, so wait, don't really want to hold people up as they're coming through these first doors, but, you know, the more info they have, the better, I guess. Theoretically making it easier for them to get to their flight on time, because they're constantly reminded that that's what they're here for. So I think that's pretty good. Let's have a look at the reports. Info heat map. That looks pretty strong to me. Maybe there's a bit more I could do down the sides here. But overall, I think on your way in, you're definitely getting visual confirmation of information. And again, reiterated here. So I think that's pretty good. In terms of security, that's, I think, all okay. Now, so, if you're wondering why I've done a gap in between, it's not to make things flow nice and even and smoothly. Oh god, this is going to be difficult, isn't it? Can I just do that? Let's get that running nice and quick. Definitely that needs to go. Get these ID desks in, please. See, it's 12:30 already. We're almost expecting the first load of passengers in, so it doesn't take long. You don't have long, rather, to sort this stuff out. Now, nobody seems to be using these ticketing areas here, which is a shame, because if they just came straight through, you know, it would alleviate a lot of congestion, I think. So I'm going to bring these walls back to here. Make sure the security zone is completely covered. Which it appears to be, and then get rid of these guys. Perfect. So, now, okay, that is a huge amount of ID desks. And then they just have to come through and go through bagging and whatnot. Do want to fix this, because this is a bit of a mess. Should have done this first, because this takes time. Blast. Come on. Okay, so unbelievably, in one night, I have managed to rebuild and relocate all the ID desks for security and the whole of ticketing. So I think that's quite an achievement. I'm pretty happy with that. Stuck. Okay, go home then. And I could probably get another couple of bag scanners in here as well now, as a result of this. Let's have a look at the environment heat map. These decorative plants really don't do very much, I've discovered. Let's hope that does something a bit better. Let's see if that little addition of bushes is it's going to improve things a bit. Yeah, it's an improvement. Bushes seem to work much better than these big square plants. They don't do a damn thing. They're rubbish. They are actually rubbish, aren't they? I think maybe we'll get rid of these bins and put some plants in there as well. Why is that a mess? Dirty floor. Okay. We'll take those out. What have we got here then? Ah, put a plant in the middle of these. That was definitely more sensible. Right. And I'm thinking a plant either side there. Same kind of thing there. I mean, that doesn't make sense. I've put plants there at the end of the baggage. Well, maybe it does work. Because it stops at the end. It doesn't fly off the end, does it? There we go. Let's make security nice and happy. A pleasant place to be. And that seems to be flowing excellently. I must say, there's no congestion anywhere. It's only 4:58 in the morning. It's not our busiest period. But I'm seeing no issues here. 17 body scanners in order to get through into the main terminal. I mean, that's pretty good going. This is crazy. This is absolutely mental. I'm thinking of maybe implementing some walls. Ah, for goodness sake. Yeah, I think I'm maybe putting some walls in order to direct people in the direct... Oh, crikey. That was me that time. To sort of direct people in the direction I actually want... Oh, that I actually want them to go in. That wasn't me. You son of a gun. Maybe I should move those ATMs as well. Maybe it's a bad location I've put them in. You son of a gun! Right, there's a few more chairs anyway. Not that anyone's really sitting on them. In fact, nobody's really sitting anywhere. Everyone just kind of stands. Nobody seems to sit anywhere. But I mean, look at that. Look how clear this entrance is at 6:02 in the morning. I don't think there are any issues here. Early, on time, and they're the only two that have gone so far. I think this was the right thing to do. It was an awful lot of effort, and I know whilst I was building it I wasn't talking very much, so apologies for that, but I really had to concentrate in order to try and get it done with the minimal amount of negative consequences. Do you know, I am not happy with this drop-offs area. I think I'm going to move pickups over here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move pickups into this area here and make drop-offs this whole section, which means I'm going to get rid of this road, which is not a bad thing. 3 million, guys! I didn't even spot that. 3 million in the bank. Absolutely chocker now. Running really smoothly. Impressive. Is that worker sat down having a cup of tea? I thought she was sat down there. Just putting a table in, it looks like. Well, I've got to say, I'm a lot happier with that now than I was when the cafe was here. That definitely seems more robust, more streamlined. I'm liking it a great deal more. I'm going to be doing a wall though. Whoa! Either end, like so. Where the hell did that come from? Even at slow speed, it's starting to glitch and struggle now. We're pinging around 50 FPS mostly, but then it suddenly drops right down. But there is a lot going on. I mean, I know it's in early access or what have you, but there is a lot of stuff going on here. $59.39. 70%. Things are definitely better. Environment is improved. Boredom is not so bad. Hunger is improved. Right, now, the reason for this wall... Whoa, guys. It's a wall. Leave it be. I don't think we have any food vending machines at the moment. Right, let's see how that goes. Wow, seems to be a lot of people around the electronics machine, which is weird. That didn't seem to be bringing in any money before. Okay, well, we've got some more wall space over here, so let's try and make the most of this. Whoops. Oh, I've actually put those in the wrong way round. Yeah, I think that was a good idea. I'm surprised how much people are using this. Nobody's after the food. Since I put that cafeteria in, nobody wants food out of the vending machine at all. Electronics is making quite a bit of cash though. Yeah, that's quite cool. A little seating area. Which nobody is using. Nobody sits anywhere. It's so odd. Bloody hell, look at this. 11 o'clock, our busiest period, and the cafe is nearly clear. Let's use this opportunity to put some chairs in. That was so lucky. Oof. Good. Right. I think that's enough seating for this area. I really do. Super happy with security now. That is flowing very nicely indeed. Really quite happy with ticketing. Just a bit disappointed that people aren't coming down here, but I think that's to do with pickups. So tonight we'll remove this road, convert drop-offs to be this whole area, and pickups can go over here. I think that's the best way forward. Is there any kind of new research that we haven't done? Nothing of interest. Suppose we ought to do those. We've got 3 million in the bank. Nothing else really that we can do. Let's do every 4 hours. For no other reason than we can. We've got a few more big aircraft we can bring in as well, I suppose. I think whilst we're not utilising all these gates, we might as well at least have them sort of being beneficial. Just do that for now. So that definitely there's a gate available for these large aircraft. A380, look. Should we watch this one fill up? You can see where all the passengers are. Annoyingly, they're not all through security yet, but they're through ticketing, so we're kind of 50% of the way there, I guess. Right, let's see how well this works. So they should be coming down here to baggage claim, these guys. They should flow out of here like water, straight into baggage claim. That's the plan. Here they come. Okay, some of them are heading to the cafeteria, that's fine. I appreciate they might be thirsty or hungry. But you can see that the majority of passengers for this flight are around the cafe, instead of being in the queue ready to get on their flight, which is a little bit concerning. How are we doing over here? Well, we got quite a bit of time before this plane is due to leave, I suppose. Well over 2 hours. So maybe queuing up 2 hours beforehand is a bit daft. Why are some of these passengers in red? What does that mean? Or passengers in red are those leaving? That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I think I need to get some more cash registers on there. And remove the ATMs and stuff from that left-hand side. It's just creating way too much bedlam. Speed it up a tad. So the baggage is fully unloaded. Boarding starts in 25 minutes. So we should start seeing these passengers coming down here to the gate, I hope. Okay, boarding starts in 7 minutes. We haven't deplaned and cleaned yet, which is a bit of a concern. But here come the first through flow of passengers. And boarding has begun. We still haven't got any baggage on board either. That's a bit worrying. Deplane and clean has finished. That's good. That's and you can see now that the passengers are coming round to the queue area. There's actually way more passengers than the queues can handle, which is a bit of a concern. It's not too bad though. I think having 3 desks is definitely wise for these larger aircraft. Yeah, they seem to be processing reasonably well. Although, having said that, it's due to leave in 30 minutes, and that's not going to happen. Yeah, wow. Maybe we are holding them up. But that seems to have processed reasonably well. Just a little bit too slow. Maybe a couple more agent desks in there would be a good idea. So yeah, that's 25 minutes late, that one. Okay, well that's all part of figuring it out, isn't it? So I just wonder whether boarding is a bespoke, unchangeable amount of time. That A380 is having a bit of a difficulty getting out. It looks good now. No problems. Except for running late. Okay, so a few things that we need to change. This is all going to be fixed. We're going to move departures up here. And we need to reschedule the flights because it's not perfect. It's very close to perfect, but it isn't perfect. And then I think it's about time we expanded up here. So guys, once again, give me your suggestions for up here, and I'll start collating them, and then when it comes time to build, I shall go for it. Let me know about this section down here too. I think a second large runway is a good idea. Maybe we should convert this into a large runway and some big gates. Don't know what you think about that. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Till next time. Goodbye.